What is going on YouTube? Hater back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Guys, last we left off on the XRP charts, you can clearly see here that we were forming a beautiful 4-hour symmetrical triangle or pennant flag with this major pole up and the clear and beautiful flag to the outside here. And we confirmed that if we were to either A, break below our beautiful support and price floor, we would see a beautiful short opportunity, and vice versa. If we broke above our major resistance, we'd have a beautiful buy-in and long opportunity to the upside there. Now, as you guys can see, we clearly broke bearish and we were able to short on a moderate to aggressive scale to the downside here, lowering our stop loss to lock in profits. And just as quickly as we bottomed and saw this dump, we reversed all the way back up to where we currently are today, which is pretty incredible to see that the markets are now sideways trading right at where we originally broke down from. This is pretty incredible. Now, it's not just XRP that I want to focus on in today's video because I don't think it gives us as much clarity as some of these other major cryptocurrencies, which I want to show you guys in a second here. Now, jumping to the daily, you can see we're still kind of intertwined here. We corrected downwards and now we're moving back up. Not really much of a movement. And then clearly on the weekly, you can see how we're really only just kind of intertwined within our weekly moving average here, which is pretty important if you ask me, and we'll talk about this later, as I like to reiterate it for almost all the videos currently, because we have a lot of new people joining the channel here. But we have to take our focus off of XRP for a minute, and I just want to leave this here to show you guys the beautiful descending triangle that's forming here. We have to look at coins like Ethereum and coins like Bitcoin, because those, and the S&P 500, which I think is the biggest factor in the way these coins are trading. We have to look at the fact that, as you guys can see here, Ethereum just started to close or start to trade on the daily above its moving average here. This is quite exciting if you ask me, and it also screams, hey guys, we have a conservative to a moderate trade that's becoming available because we just broke through our massive resistance here, and this is quite exciting if you ask me. Now, as you guys can see, we've been for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days now, 8 days over a week, trying to break and make up our mind whether we're going to go above or below this major resistance here, and we managed to gain the volume to break us today above this major resistance here. And this is exciting because this screams, hey guys, we might start to see the prices trickle back up. And that's honestly my change that I just made a couple of days ago, as for the most part we were just kind of waiting for some sort of market movement to kind of depict which direction we're going to be moving to. It was very difficult last week to kind of decide where the markets are going to be moving to, but with Ethereum starting to trade above this major resistance, and with Bitcoin, and I'll talk about this as we mentioned it in yesterday's video, starting to form what it looks like an ascending fractal here that's swinging to the upside here, we might be in a good position to buy in long as a conservative to a moderate trade to the upside, which I'll talk about with you guys in a minute here. You can also see Bitcoin is doing a very similar pattern. As you can see, we've discovered a beautiful, what appears to be ascending fractal. Now, I'm not sure how it looks on the weekly here. Yeah, it looks like a beautiful ascending fractal. That's great, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But on the daily here, you can clearly see the higher lows and higher highs that are forming, that each time we fall lower, it's higher than the last time, consistently. And we clearly have a resistance at the top drawn and a resistance at the bottom. So ideally, as history repeats itself, every time we bottom off and retest this bottom support, we typically tend to run to the upside here, ideally retesting this blue band we have drawn here, as well as retesting the top resistance up here, which is capped at around 48k, which is exciting to me and means we're probably going to enter a trade very soon. And then we'll talk about the S&P, which, as you guys can see, yesterday recovered beautifully, and there's a very big chance we might see prices break through this moving average today, which is exciting to me. With that being said, guys, remember, we are still doing our completely free crypto coin display giveaway. All you have to do to win one of these bad boy crypto coin displays is just comment your favorite cryptocurrency down below and comment subscribed. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, because if you're not, you will not win one of these when we do the drawing this Sunday. So stay tuned. I have them on display in my videos. They're super cool. Updates the prices 24/7, all the time. I think like every second it's updating the price to keep you guys informed, which it's just a super cool office and desk display. So definitely make sure to enter that giveaway. Otherwise, today's video is brought to us by, as you guys can see here, Cryptobots. What Cryptobots is not only do they have their own, as you can see, metaverse journey that they're creating a game, but they also have their own NFTs, which is super cool. They've pretty much managed to revamp their previous Cryptobots into a newer form of Genesis bots, and more so, besides that, they're also creating their own metaverse game. As you guys can see here, Cryptobots is a play to earn game merged of two two genres, a collectible RPG and space grand strategy, as well as the game features an innovative in-game economy, simple onboarding, and high accessibility, which is super cool. And, believe me, when I actually checked out their OpenSea, they have a massive amount of trading going on within their NFT collection. So more information about Cryptobots will be at the end of today's video, so stay tuned for that. I've also linked them down in the description below if you'd like to check them out earlier. With that being said, guys, definitely make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. So guys, first and foremost, top 10 cryptocurrencies markets are starting to swing up. Nothing too crazy, but we are indeed up 2.65%. Markets overall, like Bitcoin and Ethereum and BNB, XRP, everything is up for the most part. Solana, Terra, everything is doing very well. Now, moving forward here, looking at, and I want to look at Bitcoin actually to start here. I want to jump to the weekly just so I can get a better overview here. You could see how we could have been bottoming off. Now, I don't want to spread FUD. I'm just bringing us back to 2017 here as my ideal pattern. I'm not entirely sure, but we might not be seeing another bullish all-time high until 2024 when the next halving is. That's just my opinion here. You can see when we had our first run, yes, there are times that we do, swing up to the upside here, but ideally it's all in a downtrend. Eventually, we do come in contact. We do have a bearish cross here on the weekly charts, and we do eventually fall lower. Eventually, moving forward into 2020 and then into 2021, getting closer to the halving, we do actually start to swing to the upside and create these all-time highs again, which will most likely happen again back in 2024 here. But as you guys can see, the moving average on the weekly is getting very close, and the weekly charts are starting to kind of veer closer and closer and closer together, and eventually we might actually see a bearish cross, and then we might form what could be, a downtrend of the sort. We could easily start to see this downtrend form here. Right now, that's not the case, and we have to assume that we're going to continue to head up higher, maybe not an all-time high, but create a lower high, something along the lines of this. Maybe the next time we come up higher, maybe we hit 49K or 50K and then continue to head lower, but at least we'll have opportunities to scalp the market during that time period. And as you guys can see, what we've started to figure out is that there is some sort of ascending fractal. Not only are we bouncing off the weekly moving averages here, but we're forming this higher low movement. And every time we typically come into contact with this bottom support, we tend to swing to the upside here. Now, we are in contact with a pretty substantial resistance here. You can see this blue band that cuts right through the middle of the prices here. We have reversed off it in the past. We've used it as clear rejection. Once again, clear rejection, clear support, and then we have multiple attempts of rejection right here. So it's very interesting to see how this market reacts to this resistance level here. But if we ideally break through that, which I think we are going to, we might see that today or tomorrow. And if we break through that, there's a very big chance we're going to continue to scale up, ideally putting a target probably higher, closer to 49 to 50K, because as you guys can see, history typically tends to repeat itself. After seeing a major dump to the downside here, becoming oversold, we do rally up and we hit resistance. We were able to move from $35,000 all the way up to $45,000 within a couple of days here, which is pretty exciting. And this happens consistently. That was the first time. The second time happened again. We did the same thing, moved from 36.8 to 45.7, and then we did it again. We fall back down to the bottom support, hitting 38K, and we swing up to 47.5. This is a continued movement, as you guys can see here. Even, and what's crazy is even with this bearish cross, you can see even with the fact that we had a bearish cross here, and we have the red band here, we've still managed to see these big swings to the upside while being bearish, and there's a very big chance we're going to see a similar thing. Granted, we just crossed over, and we have a bullish cross right now. There's a big chance we could either reflect off this support here, not actually break bearish, but we could, and I believe we're going to see this bottom support bounce and see a run to the upside here, and this is going to influence the other cryptocurrencies to see that run to the upside as well. So honestly, I think a conservative to a moderate trade would be to buy in right here, as that's what I'm most likely going to do, because we are starting to break through this major resistance here, and expect to see the market start to rally back up to this. That's what I'm expecting to see happen. We clearly bounced off the support here. There's a good chance we are going to rally higher, and that would honestly lead to other cryptocurrencies seeing that swing as well. Within Ethereum, we're currently breaking through our moving average as well as major resistance here. And you can see this has been a major factor of resistance in the past. You can see, or support right here for Ethereum. Now it's acting as support again. And now it's currently acting as a little bit of resistance, but we just broke through that. So ideally, I think, and what typically happens is on these bearish, fractals here, they do have a bullish bias. Now that we've, broken through it here, there's a good chance we're going to continue to rally up. Ideally, the price target would be closer to 35K or $3,500. So that's my intention anticipation of a movement within Bitcoin as well as currently Ethereum right now, which would be back up to about $3,500. And then XRP would probably see a run too, not as big as Bitcoin or Ethereum, but we could very easily rally through and see prices retest 86 cents, 87 cents here, and we'll probably close the weekly once again below this resistance here. I'd be, not what I wanted to do, below this resistance right here. I'd be very shocked if we break through that. So obviously, if you're planning on trading or would like to trade Bitcoin or Ethereum, definitely make sure to check out Bityard, which I do have linked down in the description below. Bityard is the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging platform that we like to use here on the channel to leverage trade cryptocurrency, specifically XRP, which usually isn't offered on any other leveraging platforms, which is super cool. Not only that, they have spot trading. You can create a demo account. They have a demo account, which is awesome as well. You can literally click demo and you'll get $100,000 in Monopoly money to play and test your skills, which is insane, amazing. It doesn't change the website. A lot of times it changes the website. This keeps everything the same and allows you to just practice your skills in preparation. You can also see here, which is pretty cool, is XRP is intertwined once again within its 99-day moving average on the daily here. Hopefully we can separate ourselves from that and start to see a run to the upside, but we'll see what exactly happens moving forward here. But yeah, definitely make sure to check out Bityard. If you do decide to sign up in a link down in the description below, make sure to then click on mystery box here to earn yourself some free crypto and daily mine some free crypto as well. Just by clicking this, you literally just tap on all of these and you'll earn either trading bonus or you can actually withdraw them, which is also super cool. You could do this every single day just as a way to reward yourself. So definitely make sure to check that out. You can see the balances here and then you could transfer them to your assets. So definitely make sure to check that out. Otherwise, guys, I do want to talk more about Cryptobots with you. I want to give a huge shout out to Cryptobots for sponsoring today's episode. As with all cryptocurrency projects, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. So guys, Cryptobots is an RPG mobile game focused on building a truly sustainable and very rich in-game cryptocurrency economy with NFTs of Cryptobots. Now, the Cryptobots NFT collection was first launched back in 2017 and is among 25 of the very first collections of NFTs ever. Now, it is also one of the first collections trading on OpenSea, and the original game itself is the first ever play-to-earn game, though it wasn't called play-to-earn at the time. Now, Cryptobots offers players the ability to collect and even trade unique collectibles on the Ethereum blockchain, and the original collection of Cryptobots are now renamed to Classic Cryptobots and are made totally decentralized. Now, the original game was suspended back in 2019 and is now rebuilt as a much bigger world around Cryptobots and the economy. Now, the team behind Cryptobots is also very experienced, and the game is also supported by the Playneta game studio that has been making mobile games since 2015. Now, Playneta has more than 100 million downloads on both Android and the Apple App Store, and is quite successful as a mobile game studio. Now, the developers of Cryptobots are focusing on building a sustainable in-game economy that uses traditional mobile game mechanics, as well as to balance the spending and earnings of the players. Now, the main idea is to make a much bigger economy and metagame to ensure more ways to spend the money in the game and make it interesting not only for earning, but by also the gameplay itself. Now, the game is meant to be play and earn, not play to earn. And in the journey so far, Cryptobots has acquired quite a strong community with more than 30,000 on Discord and more than 10,000 on Twitter that are very active discussing the game and the new features. Also, guys, in January this year, the team actually conducted a sale of 10,000 new Cryptobots called the Genesis Cryptobots, and it was a very successful sale with a total revenue of 1,000 Ethereum. Now, Cryptobots also decided to reward its early supporters with its governance tokens paid as reward for staking the bots. Now, at this point, almost 90% of all bots are staked now, and the other option to acquire Cryptobots is obviously to get whitelisted for the testnet. Now, the team is claiming it will have only 3,000 players on testnet in April and will give away 100 Ethereum in NFTs. Now, the 3,000 players will be given free Cryptobots for the testnet game only and will compete for the other prizes. Now, one of the main features of the upcoming game will be the possibility to create in-game businesses like repairing or manufacturing bots, mining resources, etc. Now, the business will require a plot of land to put the actual company on, with lands being just as scarce as in real life. Now, the team has also decided to distribute the lands between the early supporters of the game, aka the testnet players. So guys, to get to the testnet, there will be 3 options. First, you have to register for the testnet whitelist and wait for its launch. And prior to the launch, there will be a raffle in which 1,000 players will get their whitelist to enter the game. Now, second, there will be 1,000 free guaranteed slots for active supporters. And the third option is to get on the 1,000 guaranteed slots, and then if you own a team of Genesis Cryptobots prior to the game launch. And guys, lastly, there are still a few available on OpenSea. And also, guys, keep in mind the team is also planning to launch 3D metaverse-ready avatars. So guys, for more information about Cryptobots or to join their testnet, make sure to check out the links in the description of today's video. Otherwise, huge shout out to Cryptobots for sponsoring today's episode. As always, make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.